Good evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us on 12news.com as we continue our special coverage as we await the arrival of Vice President Kamala Harris to the Valley. Now, this is not her first visit, but this is a very different one. It is her first visit as the official Democratic nominee for the President of the United States, and also the first time she'll be here introducing Arizona to her VP pick, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. So this is a special day for her.
This is a newly re-energized Democratic ticket, and if you didn't think this was a battleground state before, the entire country, at least the Democrats, have coalesced around Kamala Harris as the nominee for president, and then you add Tim Walz, who's sort of has this Joe the plumber quality about him. He brings that to the ticket among some other qualities. And all of a sudden you have a ticket that a lot of people are very excited about.
Yeah, that's right. She announced her running mate on Tuesday, and since then they've been making stops on the East Coast and the Midwest, talking to supporters, and now they're making their way to the West here in Arizona. So we have team coverage. We've got live coverage right now from Sky Harbor Airport with 12 News journalist Jonathan McCall, and we also have some analysis here in the studio. But we're going to first start with Jonathan. Jonathan, how's it looking out there?
Hey guys, Mark Ribe, good evening. You know what? We last saw you at 5 o'clock. We were waiting for the Vice President along with Governor Tim Walz to arrive here at Phoenix Sky Harbor. But in the last hour, guess what? Monsoon storms started to pop up in this area, which we have now learned from the White House is impacting the VP's arrival. Here's what we learned. The Vice President was supposed to land here, and Air Force 2 was supposed to land right here on the tarmac with the nose facing west. But because of the storms that we're seeing right now popping up in the area, the Vice President's plane, Air Force 2, will actually have to come in from the west, and the nose of the plane will have to actually land east. So those storms definitely starting to have an impact on the arrival of the Vice President along with her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. So right now, we were told that her anticipated time could be sometime in the 6 o'clock hour. Right now, there's no word on just how far back that will be pushed because of the storms now here in the area. We're told that the pilot had to fly around those storms, take an extra route to get around them so they could get her here safely as well. Again, there's no estimated time on exactly when she could arrive, but we do know it will be sometime, we're told, in the 6 o'clock hour that she is anticipated to land here at Phoenix Sky Harbor. When she does land, we're told that a number of dignitaries here in Arizona will be waiting to greet her. We're talking about Arizona Secretary of State Adrian Fontes, Arizona Congressman Greg Stanton, along with Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego and others as well. So right now we're just waiting, anticipating for the Vice President to arrive here on Air Force 2 along with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as well. We're told that he is taking a separate plane from the Vice President. There's no word on when his plane will land. We're told it potentially could land before hers, but with those storms, that could also delay his arrival as well. So a lot of moving parts still in the air here at Phoenix Sky Harbor as we await the arrival of both of the Democratic ticket for the race for the White House. Mark Caribe.